I'm Margie Nea. I'm a photographer for Bread for the World, and I've had a privilege to travel in many different countries in the past few years. I would like to share some of the photographs and some of the background of the photographs with you. This little girl is in South Africa. She is putting loaves of bread together for her people in her village. They had been baking the bread in the afternoon, and it is a true story of our daily bread because each family gets one loaf of bread for the day. The little girls carry their brothers and sisters on their backs. They also have the responsibility to get water in most every country I've been. This girl is carrying a heavy load of water, but the thing that strikes me is that she's so joyous, so full of life, with a big laugh and a big smile. It's their spirit that always stays with me when I return home. Just recently I was in Mexico, in the Yucatan, and I was walking by the beach and saw a mother selling cloths and baskets, and she had her little girl with her. And the little girl had taken a seat, and I went over and asked the mother if I could photograph. I oftentimes have to ask simply with my eyes and by lifting my camera up, because I don't always know the language in the country where I'm visiting. The mother indicated that it would be fine, and the little girl looked up at me with this sweet face. In this photograph, you can see sand on her hand. You can see her covering her eyes because it's very bright, and we're right beside the beach. This is Sudan. Again, young girls carrying water, and oftentimes when I'm photographing, it's not really easy to get the photograph. Sometimes I see things and then I really want to get it. This time I was on a bus, an old rickety bus, and when I saw these little girls walking along the side of the road, I yelled to the bus driver to please stop, and I leaned out the window with my camera as far as I could go and looked back and got these little girls with the water that they were carrying on their heads. I was particularly struck by the ages of these children. The oldest could not be more than 7 or 8 at the most. The youngest looks like she's about 3. And the older ones are carrying water not only on their heads, but in the cans, the jerry cans that they have in their hands. The little girl is learning to carry water on her head, too. All children in all of these countries carry heavy loads. This is very early in the morning. It is just sun up. This young boy, before he goes to school, has gone to collect firewood for his family. It's high in the Himalaya mountains in Nepal. And this little boy turned around and looked at me, a little bit frightened sometimes, but gave me a little bit of a smile. In every country where I've traveled, and I've traveled in probably 22 or 23 different countries, one of the things that I see that is a universal theme is the story of a little girl who may be 5 or 6 years old, who is responsible for a younger brother or sister. The child will be carrying the younger brother or sister on her back, and she may have the responsibility all day long when the mother's in the field or the mother's working. This is just one example of one little girl carrying the sister on her back. When I saw this woman feeding the baby with a cup, I was immediately struck by the thought that many times women have to go back to work in the fields very quickly after their babies have been born, and they need to wean their babies too quickly and too soon, and they begin to put the babies on milk from a cup, and the babies are not ready to take it or digest it. And when I saw this woman feeding her baby, I was wondering if that was her story and her background with this baby. And I immediately had a hope that this baby would live. Next to this woman is a tree on which a slate has been nailed, which is a place where there is a school, and the children come and sit under the tree, and that's where they have their class. Doing the type of photography I do is a privilege and an honor for me, many times when I return home, people will ask me, wasn't it so hard? Didn't you have a terrible time adjusting? And oftentimes when I return, I say, it is in returning that it's hard to adjust, because what I learn from all of these people, the women, the men, the children, is a sense of dignity, a sense of strength, an exuberant spirit that just carries forth in their lives, and I am able to bring back and carry in my heart.